Hey guys, I'm back. Just kind of flipping through my album here, and I realized that I put my insert from my week 6 in my week 7, so I'm going to change that out real quick and just kind of flip through what I've done. So I just uploaded that insert on the last page of my week 6. Now I have my week 7 already done because I used the Take 10 kits. Those were week 7 and 8 actually. Both of them I used Take 10 kits as part of the creative team. So I had those done already. So here I have my week 9. I've already gone through and put my weekly title card and my photos in here, and I have that done, I think, for weeks like 9 through 12. And now I'm done with my February kit. I'm ready to work with my March kit. And I do believe I have some extra things in here, and I did use some of the paper and those Pink Fresh Felicity die cuts that I'm holding up, which then I realized they were almost all upside down. They're actually very colorful. So I'm going to take those out and put those in my little green tray to kind of show you some of those. They're really, really colorful. But I used some of those in a different layout on, I think it was something for my 2014 album. So I did use some of the papers in those, but I haven't used any of the cards. So now I'm going to add those cards, but I just wanted to show you the contents of the kinds of things that I got in my Citrus Twist kit for March. So I'm just going to kind of go through all of that stuff, and this is my process. My pictures are already in my album, and now I kind of go through the papers and kind of see like what catches my eye. Probably the ones that caught my eye the most were the floral and the polka dot. So I kind of set those aside. I have my stamp set. I have not added that to my stamp album yet. I have the alphas that came with the kit. Those little tiny ones are kind of glittery. There's the cut apart sheet, and there were some other bits and pieces here, and I'm going to take those out and put them in my little bowls that I showed you in my last video. So I think these are some cork and some paper clips that came with the kits. And like I said, I think I got some add-ons, but I can't really remember. I'm going back to March here, so I don't think all of these came with the pocket kit, just so you know that it doesn't normally come with this much stuff. There's lots of wood bits, and I'm going to put those all in one container. And also, just FYI, like when I'm done with a kit, I will take all these pieces and I will cycle them into my stash. So I have little acrylic trays that I put wood veneers and acrylic pieces and flare, paper clips, all of those little bits and bobs that you get in your kits, whether you subscribe to Citrus Twist or Take 10 or anything else. We always have extra things. So those, when I'm done working with all the cards and I've exhausted everything there, I always have some die cuts, some little bits that are left over, and those I just cycle into my stash. Some of those go into that Lazy Susan tray that I have. Some of them go into my acrylic tray. Things like these sticker sheets like I'm taking out. There's the puffies and the cork and the thickers. They all go into my sticker storage that I have. On my Rascog cart, and I guess on both of my Rascog carts I have sticker storage. So just kind of, that's how I do things. I don't really keep them together by kit. So I'm just kind of showing you, those are the Dear Lizzie stickers, and then these are the Maggie Holmes Shine stickers that I got with the kit. So all of those things are going to go aside because I can't do anything until I've chosen my cards. And I leave the paper out and I leave the cards out and kind of go through those and see what's going to work with my photos. Now, sometimes I might just start going through and I'm just not liking anything, and so I might just move on to a different week. I used to be a real stickler about scrapbooking chronologically, and I couldn't do week 12 before I did week 9, and I have kind of gotten rid of that. And what helped me with that actually was being a part of the Take 10 creative team, because I can't scrapbook chronologically when I get those kits, because sometimes I would get like a fall kit, and I didn't really have any pictures yet from like this current year, so I would have to go back and do some pictures from another year. Or I had some cards that worked great with some pictures just from a couple of weeks ago, but I might not be done with week 9 yet. So I kind of skip around, but I try to keep it all organized within my album. So here I'm just kind of laying out cards, and not everything I lay down is going to stay there. And I know you can't see both pages fully. I can't zoom out anymore. My ceiling isn't tall enough to get my camera up any higher. So it is what it is, and I'll slide it over so that you can see what I've done on the other side. But I'm just kind of playing with these cards and looking through them and deciding which side I want and what goes with what picture. And then I think I end up using all cards and then just one piece of the 6x6 paper pad. And I cut that out and add that to the bottom right card. I realized that I was not going to use that other 4x6 card that came with the kit. Usually there's 2 of those that come with the Citrus Twist pocket kits. And that's kind of a new thing. They just started this year. Previously, they would put like a plain colored cardstock instead of a 4x6, and they were 4x6 size cardstock instead of 4x6 cards. So now they've got some cards to go with. And so you can see I kind of decide, oh, I don't like that follow your heart on that side, so I'm going to flip it over and use the other side. Now when I move on to my week 10, I may decide to keep that follow your heart on the other side. I don't know if it's going to go with what I have on the other side. It could, it couldn't. But like I said in my last video, I really like to use the other side if it's possible. I just feel like I get more use out of my cards that way. So here you can see I've chosen the polka dot paper. This is going to go with a picture I kind of screenshotted. We watched the Oscars as a family together. And so I've got a little screenshot of the Oscars there, and you'll see that when I slide the album over. So that's pretty much it, and then I usually slide everything into the pages, and then I'll move on to my week 10 and slide cards in until I've exhausted my kit. But I decided I'm not going to do that just for the sake of this video right now. I'll slide it over here in a second so you can see the other side, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick little video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and thanks for watching.